Hello, Arlette. This is Deborah Clare Channel Guidance, and we're here for your love and relationships reading. Welcome, and I do hope you're well. Arlette, you're probably listening to my voice and probably looking at the setup thinking, what's going on? Well, I hope you don't mind, but actually I was supposed to be in Florida at this time, but as you know, due to Hurricane Dorian, a lot of the flight routes have closed, and there's been a big warning about flying to that area at this time. So I've literally had 12 hours to do a big turnaround and make alternative plans. I've checked into a little hotel in the UK. I've gone out to their garden room, and I've asked them kindly whether or not I could set up in peace and quiet in their garden room. So they've allowed me to do that, which is actually very nice of them. And as you can tell, the sun is streaming through, so I hope that's okay. I will hold up each card to the camera as we move through in any case. But just to explain where I am and why the setup is so different. It may sound a little bit echoey on audio, but I really do hope that you can hear me okay. Alright, so Arlette, I've been spending some time meditating on the deck. Two little messages to pass to you before we get into this. First of all, if you see any views on your video, don't worry, it's just me, alright? Once the reading is processed, it's then put into your email. And I double check that when you click on the link, it opens up okay to view. But be rest assured, Arlette, it is totally private. The link is viewable only by the sender and receiver, so basically me and you, okay? But if you do, for any reason, feel that after you've watched your reading, you would like me to delete the video, absolutely no problem at all, just send me a little email. But just remember that once I've deleted it, I cannot get that video back. It is permanently deleted from my system, okay? Now, the second thing to say is that we're looking at a period of 12 months into the future and no longer. The reason why I don't do readings for a longer period of time than that, Arlette, is that there's greater chance of free will coming into play, which can sometimes make a reading less accurate. So we're looking at energies from now through until around about the beginning of September 2020, or thereabouts. So without further ado, if you're settled somewhere nice and relaxed, oh, cards are flying, let's get into your reading, okay? Calling on the divine, the higher angels and ascended masters from the pure white light, please guide me in this love reading for Arlette Bomahu. Hope that's how you pronounce your surname. She's a Leo, date of birth 9th of August 75, and this is concerning a man called Barry, whose date of birth is the 3rd of October 87. He's a Libra. Now, Arlette's known Barry for about 14 months and they met through the gym. Now, she thinks he's involved with somebody else. In terms of his situation, he has a 2-year-old son he had with his ex-girlfriend. He's been a little bit off and on with her, a bit hot and cold, and she wants to know, will he sort out his personal life, which seems to be a little complicated, so that he and Arlette can move forward. And if they do end up moving forward together, what is the timing of this, please? Now, Arlette has 3 other guys who may have shown interest in her, so if things aren't due to work out with Barry, then who is she destined to move forward with? Thank you. Archangel Michael, please join me and provide channel guidance throughout this reading when appropriate. Thank you. Yeah, cards are flying. Yeah, Michael's saying stop. They are ready to go. Ready to go. Ooh, music's suddenly gone. Okay, Arlette. Energy under the deck. The High Priestess. So this is you fantasizing about potentially moving forward with Barry, okay? This is you, though, not saying anything to him at this time. Now, what I think this is, Arlette, is potentially you staying quiet about the fact that you're very attracted to him and just maybe developing a friendship right now, okay? This card shows me that you may not be communicating your true feelings, okay? It may well be because you want to get to know him and want to find out whether or not he's going to sort out his situation before revealing your feelings, okay? Yeah. All right. So, Arlette, music suddenly started, which is fantastic. I'm a little way away from the hotel. So, we begin with Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords in the upright is somebody who's very strong, somebody who's very clear. This can pertain to a woman who's been through the mill in terms of past relationships that haven't worked out. This can be my divorced woman. She knows what she wants, she's not afraid to speak her truth, and she's very protective of herself. Now, what is interesting is you had the card in the reverse. So, Arlette, this can be a little bit of a difficult energy, okay? This may be somebody around you who's being a bit harsh. It may be somebody who is very self-protective. Now, I do feel that this is a woman rather than Barry's energy. So I'm just wondering whether or not this is either somebody he may be connected to and you don't know about, or I have to say, Arlette, this may be your energy. Unbeknown to you, you may be coming across as a little bit defensive, maybe very strong, maybe quite a big personality, absolutely not taking any prisoners. It is a little bit of a straight energy. Very powerful, very strong. I'm almost feeling as if sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. Do forgive me, that's the energy coming through. Now, you're obviously a very strong woman, you're highly attractive, I've seen a photograph of you. If you've also been through some past hurt, all of that together may have made you super strong. Quite a powerful woman, and that is wonderful. But as far as Barry's concerned, it may be a little too much for him, right? It may be that a softer energy is needed. Michael's saying yes. Michael's saying yes. Now, Arlette, you could just be super confident with a lot of self-esteem, right? But you just need to take it down a notch with Barry. I'm really hearing that. I don't know why. I don't know whether or not he is more sort of conducive to women who are quieter, a bit softer. This is just a very strong energy. Absolutely not dealing with any crap, right? So Arlette, do forgive me, but I'm really feeling, to be honest, that this is your energy, and I'm just trying to be very sensitive in the way I portray that, because this is how you may be coming across. Maybe you don't realize that, but this is quite a strong energy, okay? Now, the energy crossing that is judgment. So this is almost the divine saying to you, okay, Arlette, we're going to give you another chance in love. Judgment is second time around. So what I see here is I'm feeling this is you. Now, you may say to yourself, actually, no, I know who this woman is. It's not me. Fine. I'm feeling this is possibly you. And the divine is saying, look, we know you've been hurt. This is a woman, Arlette, who has gone through some heartbreak and pain. You probably channeled that with a lot of power into your work, into your career, into your gym, right? And the divine is saying, we're giving you a second chance, okay? Yeah. Michael's saying to me, he's actually showing me a woman who is very coquettish. Do you know what I mean by that? Very flirty, but in a quiet way, not a powerful way. There's a lot of, dare I say it, masculine energy firing through with this card, and that's great, but you need to temper it with a little bit of feminine wiles, okay? You know what I mean. A little bit more girlishness, a little bit of fluttering eyelashes, a little bit of soft, because that I'm feeling will enable Barry to feel more comfortable in just relaxing with you. Now, you may be completely like that anyway, in which case this is you just being very, very hurt in the past. And kind of that energy is still surrounding you, which can potentially form a little bit of an energetic barrier towards people and men coming forward towards you, right? In the past, I'm not going to dwell too much on this because I really want to get into clarifying Nine of Swords. So I can tell you've gone through a very difficult time. Now, I don't know, Arlette, whether or not you have been single up until now, whether or not you've ever been in a long-term relationship, whether or not you've ever been married, okay? This is somebody who is trying to get clarity from this Owl of Wisdom. And there's a lot of stress here. This woman is on her own. She's kind of comforting herself at night, almost to say, you know, I don't really understand why I'm on my own. I don't really get it. I need to know why. You know, I need to get myself out of feeling this energy. I think you did, because we see you transitioning. Look at this. Wow. From this energy, Nine of Swords energy, to this energy, Nine of Pentacles. Now, this is a very, very self-confident woman, full of self-esteem, full of courage, very different from this woman here. So this is your transition, okay? Which tells me that you might have been through quite a lot, whatever that pertains to be. Now, in your thoughts, we've got you wanting to power ahead. I just keep getting power ahead, right? Really strong energy. A lot of sexual chemistry, a lot of drive, really wanting to move forward and potentially connect with Barry. This is your energy. This is Libra energy. Very strong, very sexy, very sensual, very powerful. That's what I'm feeling. Powerful is just coming through. So Archangel Michael, when have we got the energy in the immediate future, please? End of October to the middle of November. Okay. We've got the energy of Death in Reverse. Now, Death in Reverse is you thinking about closing out an old cycle, but that hasn't happened quite yet. Now, this is also you wanting your life to transform and change, pertaining to the connection with Barry, basically wanting to come out of being single and move into a connection with him. But with the card in reverse, it's almost as if something needs to end before you can do that. Now, this could be a mindset. It could be a very powerful energy punching through that needs to be just softened. This can be something relating to his situation that needs to close out. In his environment, he's sitting in the Hermit. This man has been through quite a lot. He's been through quite a lot. The energy of the Hermit is somebody who has gone through a bit of a dark night of the soul. This could also be, dare I say it, midlife crisis. Now, I know Barry's probably too young to go through midlife crisis, but this can be a little bit of soul searching. What do I want in my life going forward? Who do I want to be with? What sort of, now, wow, I'm hearing what sort of woman would be a stepmother for my child? For his son, wow. So Arlette, he is looking for somebody who is potentially nurturing, quite mothery. Now, I don't mean this in terms of the fact that, you should turn yourself into an overweight middle-aged woman. You're not, right? Far from it. You're gorgeous. But this is a man who also wants a woman who is showing her watery side, her emotional side, her soft side, right? Yeah, that's what I'm really feeling. Now, he's felt very isolated and on his own, and now with the Hermit in reverse, he's coming out into society. He is reconnecting with people. He doesn't want to be alone, okay? Now, I will just mention that this is the energy of Virgo. It could well be that if things don't work out with Barry, you did mention 3 other guys. Now, we do have Virgo here. And I have to admit that the Death card is the card that relates to Scorpio. We also have Pisces and Cancer under the deck, and we have Aquarius shown. Losing my voice. Aquarius. So, if this is not all relating to Barry, in your immediate future, we could have Scorpio and Virgo kind of waiting to move forward with you, Arlette, which would be very exciting. In the reverse, because it may well be that you are just taking some time to see whether or not it's going to work out with Barry first. Maybe before moving forwards with somebody else if you feel it's not going to work out with Barry. We'll find out more. In your fears, 8 of Wands. Now, this can be fearing relocation, fearing travel, fearing passionate messages. Now, I don't know why you'd be fearing that. Maybe you'd be fearing that this would all happen very fast and you may not be ready, right? Or this may be happening all very fast and you're not quite sure that it's really Barry that you want to be with, who you want to be with. In your hopes, 8 of Cups in reverse, hoping that you don't have to walk away from him. Maybe the chemistry is there, it's really strong, hoping that you won't have to turn your back and head off in a different direction. And the outcome is the King of Pentacles. Now, we could be talking about the energy that Barry is sitting in, which could be that he's ready for a commitment. This is a man who is wanting commitment. He wants to be husband, he wants to be father. But of course, this could also be, very simply, an earth sign man. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Now, we've got Virgo shown strongly here, but it could be any earth element. This is somebody who you may well be moving forward with, or rather, I should say, Michael's correcting me, you will be moving forward with in the next 12 months. But there is a feeling here that more communication is needed, right? Swallow any fear and just reach out. Because we have with the High Priestess an energy of somebody who may not be speaking their truth. The Queen of Swords in reverse can be a little bit defensive, okay? And we don't have any communication energies here. And of course, if you don't express, even through very minimal flirtation, that you do find Barry attractive, he may not know. So it is, may sound a little bit cringy, but use your body language, Arlette. Flirtatious energy, right? Cheeky smiling, asking to go for a coffee together. Little touches on the arm when you speak to him. Little things like that men pick up and he will realise. Now, if he's already realised, it may well be that he wants to get to know you to see a real soft side come out. A nurturing side. Remember, he is a father. He has a young son. Whoever he ends up with long term is going to need to cope with him spending time with his son and kind of be a surrogate mother when the mother isn't around. That's what he's looking for. So yeah, a woman who looks hot at the gym, sure, right? But also a woman who is very happy cooking an evening meal, very happy playing with a 2-year-old, right? Clarification. 5 of Swords. Now this is somebody who is fighting to get what they want, okay? Fighting for victory. And next to that is a wish fulfilled. I think this is you fighting to have your wish fulfilled. Or of course it could be somebody else, maybe another guy who's interested in you, really wanting to be with you, fighting for their wish fulfilled. As you said, there are 3 other guys interested in you. So with a star card, this could be an Aquarian. If not, this is somebody else in the background, kind of keeping an eye on you. You may know who that is. Right underneath that energy is the 10 of Wands. Somebody is going to give up. Now, this is basically the guy that you don't end up with, okay? So if you've got a couple of guys who are really interested, Barry may be one, there may be one other guy who's seriously interested. Michael is showing me 2 and then shaking his head as if to say, you know, they're just player energies, guys who don't really want to commit. There's one other guy, apparently Michael's saying, he's really interested in you, but I don't know whether or not you know who that is, which one of those 3 that might be. Either Barry or this guy is going to drop the burden of waiting for you. Because the truth will come out, Ace of Swords, that somebody has to be cut out. Okay? So Arlette, you may have a lot of interest and you may have a couple of men fighting over you, but you will have the ultimate decision and you're going to end up with a guy who can offer you commitment. For sure. One of these guys is going to be very disappointed. Now, let's do some clarifying, okay? Do hope you can still see the cards all right. I quite like the sunshine filtering through. It's a very different setup for me, but it needs must, right? Okay, so Archangel Michael, can we have energies, please, relating to the Death card? Thank you. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Justice. Justice. Now, of course, justice is the sign of Libra, so very, very accurate. You are not closing out a cycle with Barry. You are kind of waiting for him to kind of change his mind, right? Move towards you. But you want something balanced, and you want a balanced energy with Barry, Libra energy, before you feel as if things have transformed, right? You need transformation of this connection from acquaintance, friendship, a little bit of flirting maybe, to let's move things forward. That's what you're wanting, yeah? Wow. Soulmate energy, 2 of Cups. And now, interesting, we have Sun in reverse. Now, this is your energy, Arlette. This is Sun in reverse. This is you not coming forward to express the fact that you find this guy really attractive. Now, if you have, then this can represent enlightenment, progress, in which case you're not really sure whether or not he does feel that for you, that chemistry, enough to move forward with you. Yeah. Okay, with the Chariot, you're feeling a little bit held back. Now, I know you might be looking at this card thinking, well, it's the Chariot, it's fast movement forward. Not in this particular deck, because if you notice, this woman is realizing it's going to be very bad weather to travel, and she's got to remove these lions from in front of her wheels to move. Indecision, can be frustration, can be just not the right time to move. This is your energy. Now, of course, yeah, you could have a Cancerian man hanging around on the outskirts waiting for you, okay? Yeah, and with the Two of Swords, you are not making any decision. Now, I have to say we have a little bit of defensive blocking energy. This is a little bit defensive. This is quite defensive, okay? The Chariot is kind of looking in the opposite direction to Barry's energy, okay? Yeah. And I'm just wondering whether or not he has got the impression that you're really not interested in him romantically. Maybe you have great banter at the gym, you know, you chat and everything, but it may be that he just doesn't realize that you really do like the guy. You're really attracted to him. Because there's a lot of defensive looking the other way. No, I'm really not interested in you. You need to let him know. By subtle ways that I've already explained, because then he is going to, if he wants to, pick that up and run with it, right? Okay. So Michael, what is the next energy, please? Thank you. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so whoever this is, you will know. If one of the guys that's hanging around you, one of the three that's interested in you, Arlette, is a Virgo, then this could be you potentially moving forward with a Virgo. We've got an Earth sign king, right, in the outcome. If not, this is Barry's energy, and yes, look at that. A lot of sexual chemistry with you, right, wanting to move things forward. Ooh, okay, but this guy is nervous. Now, it could be that he's gone through financial loss, okay? It could be that he doesn't have very much money and he's trying to give child support to his ex-partner, right? And he's nervous that if he gets into a relationship, wow, well, is this gonna mean that, you know, I'm gonna have to spend a lot out on having a girlfriend? Because it's expensive, right? I mean, a woman likes to be wined and dined a little bit and taken out, and maybe he's just worried he hasn't got the money to do that. Okay, Four of Wands. Now, this can just represent that he's ended a relationship, long-term relationship, okay? Or this is him worried about money and not wanting to get into a serious relationship, to be honest. Okay. We got your energy, Leo, beautiful. So, Queen of Wands. Yeah. There's definite sexual chemistry. I'm just getting stable. Or this could just represent his worry about financial stability. Five of Pentacles is him, look, giving money to a mother with a child. So this can purely represent him thinking about you, having this passion for you, but worried about his finances and not sure if he wants commitment. In which case, you may end up with an earth sign man, because this is a man who does want commitment, okay? Michael, please can we just have a couple of cards on the King of Pentacles? Thank you. Wow, cards are flying. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. So, Six of Pentacles, equal give and take. Okay, this is someone balancing their money. We have somebody actually accepting that offer of love. Oops. And we have you feeling victorious, moving forward. Wow, okay. And we have Barry, we have Libra energy. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. So I think when this man sorts out his money, he's going to come forward to you with an offer of love. This is you developing that connection, being nice and soft and girly, being quite flirty, and letting him know how you feel. And also dropping hints every now and again that you're not looking for a guy with a lot of money, right? Because this is a man who is nervous that he doesn't have the cash to maybe treat you in the way that he feels you might like to be treated. Okay? All right. I'm going to leave it there, Arlette. I'm sending you love and light, many blessings. I hope it's okay with the spread. Needs must, right? But take care of you, and any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Bye then.